Well, here we are. We're gonna touch split. Split mode. Split clips in two parts by tapping anywhere inside a clip. You can also tap and slide for more accurate splits. The split is done on release of your finger. Okay. Now, when you have space like this, a flat line, that's considered trash. So what you do is put your finger down and hold it there until you want wherever you want to. When okay, if I go here and I lift my finger, there's a split. It splits the track. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another one. Right. So we want to take that trash out so we don't hear it. You're gonna go to the top and press remove. Delete mode. Tap on a clip to remove it. Note that the clip does not get physically removed from disk. What we do is, now we've removed the trash. Okay. And sometimes people want to get rid of when you're rapping and you say, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. That pause when you're breathing and you're doing that, you can take that out. So now it's just, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, you know? Okay, you can take that out. I'm pretty I'm pretty fast at this, man. A lot of people just used to watch me work in person. Like, golly, you doing it so fast. I'm like, well, over time you kind of learn how to do it and just you become, and sometimes don't get it twisted. Just because it's low, just because it's close to a flat line, doesn't mean that it should be deleted. And you don't always have to take them all out. I've mixed down a lot of my tracks with them all still there. Like I haven't cut not one piece of trash out, and I was like, shoot, you can't hear it. You really can't hear it with the beat and me rapping. So, but it does make a difference. It does make a difference with your track. So I encourage you all to take the time out to delete all trash. You can do your whole track. You can do your whole track, uh, and then go and delete all other trash from each wave file, particularly, or you may do them exactly right after you make your track. That would be the best thing. That would be the best thing to just go ahead and knock them out the way. And what I'm doing is holding my finger close to the edge over here, exactly where the line is, and it's dragging the screen. You know. Okay. Like I said, sometimes you have to. Now, what it meant by now, let's say we deleted this first beginning right here. Uh, you can hit edit, and right here at the beginning, where track one is at the top, the very edge of it, you can touch right there and drag it, and it'll bring it all back. You can bring the whole track back. Okay, but we don't want that. But now, mind you, before you get the clip and all that, make sure that your track is actually in place, like it's on the beat. Because now, when you're trying to move your whole track, you can only move a piece of it because it's not connected, right? So keep that in mind. I'm just using this track. These words do not go with this beat. I'm just showing you guys this. Okay. The biggest trick that a lot of you probably don't know about because you're probably putting the beat on there one time and then recording. and then you're mixing your project down, and your song doesn't sound as loud, it doesn't sound as even and balanced. And what we're gonna do is keep in mind you're able to, first of all, I forgot to go through this process. You see next up here at the top right hand corner, we're gonna press next, and you're able to see track one in your beat in its functions where you can mix with both of them at one time. But we're gonna continue on and hit next again, and this is the master volume over the whole entire project. So there's two ways to do this. Let me press the stop button, because if you don't push your, this is your stop, the red circle is record, your green triangle is play, and the green triangle with the line is your playback. If you press that, then it starts from the very beginning and plays itself. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our master volume down to, me personally, I always go to negative 4.0, or no more than negative 3.0. But usually I'm at negative 3.7, something like that, because that's the sound that I've developed in my ear. I know the sound that I like. I know the volume that I like. And what we're doing is we're trying to avoid distortion and popping sound. We're trying to avoid distortion and popping sound uh, within the track. So you also can hold down on the little button, which sometimes it does it, sometimes it do. I don't know why, but when you hold down on it, it allows you to manually put in the number that you want. Okay, so you don't have to sit there and your finger every time you lift your finger, the sensitivity of your screen is keeps, you want negative 3.7, but every time you lift your finger is either going negative 4.0 or the other way, and it gets aggravating. But you should be able to hold down on that. Okay, we're gonna hit next, and this is the beat. We're on the beat. You see the white lines, the white line that the thank you, the white line. Can you see the white lines moving as we go to each track? Okay, excuse me, y'all. Golly, I'm still doing my best to work with you guys. I put it out there. I advertised that I would have these videos up, and I'm going to work, man. Okay, what we're doing is we want to take the beat down as well, and I usually put that about negative 3.1, negative 3.0. Now I know you guys like, wow, now it's getting lower. The sound is getting so low. True, but this is the trick. You want to double up the wave file. What I did here just now was I pressed down on the wave file and I held my finger on it. Okay, you hold your finger on it. You can apply effects, cut ripple, copy, remove, delete sample from storage, repeat, connect to previous clip. Okay, look, y'all can read all that on your own. What we're going to is track options, and we're going to duplicate the track. Okay, we're going to duplicate the track. Boom. Now we've increased the sound of it without actually raising the volume of the wave file itself. Press play. Hey. Uh, y'all like this beat. If y'all can see the name of it, you'll know what beat I am. Just you know what beat I'm using, and you go on YouTube. All my beats come from YouTube for the moment. Um, This is long intro at the moment. So we've upped the sound, and what I would usually do, since my microphone is kind of decent and I don't really have to do much because I'm clear, all I would do was same thing. Press down on the track, hold it for 2 seconds, and go down to track options and go to duplicate track. Now my volume's a little higher. I'm not so low. This is the one thing that a lot of guys and women don't know about this process to raising their sound, because most people would come over here and try to raise their volume all the way up to +6, which is gonna have your wave file in the red. It's gonna be popping and you're gonna hear crackling sound. It's not what you want. So what you do would take it down about, like I said, I usually go to -4.0, and to actually kill off a lot of extra stuff with trying to make both wave files do the same thing. What you want to do is, before you duplicate the track, kind of go ahead and put the volume of the track in its place. You want to put, okay, what we're going to do is another trick. You can hold down on a blank spot, such as like right here, this gray area where there's nothing. You can press and hold there, and it takes you to this track automatically. To these options right here automatically. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the track. Okay. Now, you see these buttons down here, bottom left? All your different little options. We've already, that red circle under track 1 means you want to record specifically on this track. So if I press record right now, it's going to record over this track. Well, it's not going to do it now because my screen recorder is on, but if it wasn't, then it would have recorded over what's already there. While it's recording, if you do not mute it, you're going to hear yourself again while you're trying to record, and that's going to throw you off. I guarantee you it's going to throw you off. The only reason you would want that playing is if you're doing a dub, which is like if you're trying to strengthen the sound of yourself and you want it to sound like there's 2 of you or 3 of you, you know. And how you mute that is the M. And then you would press record, and it's going to record over that wave file. But if you do not want that, you can not record. And also, if you got your beats playing, you can mute your beats. And you can play your wave files and just listen closely to your words. Okay? We're going to have our beats playing. And what we want to do, you can work with these. It's up to you to develop the sound that you're looking for. I'm just teaching you basic fundamentals, how to use this app. Okay? Um uh let's see here. I don't think I should have messed with that. Like I said, you can try pressing and holding down on anything. And sometimes when it does work, I don't know what causes it not to work. I haven't figured that part out yet, but when you hold down on it, they have a reset to it, like reset to center or enter your value. Okay. Right here on our vocals, these 3, you are allowed to place 3 sound effects on your wave files. Okay, press block. You got bandpass. These are all your different effects that you can apply. All your different effects that you can apply. However, if you're a fresh beginner, you just started, all majority of the effects you have to pay for. I made it my duty to almost purchase everything they had to offer. These right here, some of these are new. These where it has a dollar sign beside them, means they haven't been paid for yet. And I have no use for them at the moment because I really don't understand them. I'm still working at that. I'm still learning just like you guys, but I'm willing to share my education with you and show you what I do know so far. But everything else I paid for. I pay regularly on this app, and I hope that Audio Evolution appreciates me and all the people that I know for a fact uses this app. Um, but the two main things I usually use is high pass and compressor. 500 HZ hertz, which I haven't really truly understand this effect, but I know the sound. Develop your ear, guys. Develop your ear. You gotta have an ear for this music. Um, like I said, for those who are just recording simple, um, you see how I held down on that and it says enter value. Okay. I usually do somewhere around like 425. Sometimes I just keep it at 500. That's cool. Now, what you want to do is, like I said, if you're listening to a beat with your effects, you want to know what the effect does for you. So mute your instrumentals if that's what you have on there. And when you place an effect on your wave file, you want to listen to it and understand the sound. Now, while it's playing, you want to go to high pass and you want to move it. And you can hear the difference. You're like, oh, that's what it does. Let me see. You see the black man. Let me see. I wonder if you guys can hear this. I took my headphones out. I took my headphones out to see if you guys can hear it. Destroying all the blacks and how it seems to be commencing. I see it very vividly, merely three-dimensional. Unity within the blacks is very unconventional. They snitching and they bitching. These niggas and they women, they call this shit survival, but I call it with invention. Destroy your own team and let the opposition conquer. Can't you see they all about their whites like Archie Bunker? Put the drugs here and check this with the A's. Said let the games begin and watch him Jordan fade. You see the black man. You see he about his business. Instead of 8 assistants, you would rather rob and kill him. Okay. So what the compressor does, you would have to learn the sound, guys, because I haven't studied these effects solely because of the simple fact I feel I'm not gonna say no need for it, but my production with what I've learned so far and what I'm going with. So what I usually do here is go from 3, 4, 5, 3 to 4 to 5. That output gain boosts the track. It makes it a little louder. Okay. The attack time, real time, I don't mess with those. The threshold, sometimes I go to -7. You play it. Hold on. Okay. Play it. It's pretty loud to me. Now, if your beats are very loud, understand when you put your instrumental onto the app, you have now kind of turned it back into a wave file. And that is a big difference between your wave file and your MP3. There's not much of a big difference between your production, what I mean is when you finally ready to mix down your project, your sound is gonna be a tad bit clearer or a little bit louder than it actually is through your Audio Evolution app. Because take note that Audio Evolution has its preferences between its equalizers, its initial preset equalizer. Also, your music player, you may be using the Google Music Play or Play Music or whatever it's called, or you may be using the music player, the purple box, the one that's got the purple box. You may be using something that you've downloaded, Power Music or Music Booster, or just some kind of regular MP3 player that you've downloaded. All these kind of have similar but a bit of an offset preset equalizer, so your sound is different. And if you're the type of person that's gonna be um tedious with your work, and you want to see the different angles that you can come with, you may do like you may mix down your project, and you may listen to it through the Google Music Play, then you may listen to it through this other one that you downloaded. Also take accountability of take into account that your headphones make a difference. Take your headphones out and listen to it through your device speaker. If you do have like big speakers, they make a lot of difference too. You can listen to them through your big speakers, you know, and get your sound, develop your sound. If you have to mix your project down again and again and again, it's well worth it. I've been there. I've done this many times. Okay.